The economic backdrop to Budget 2017 could be characterized as good, but with plenty of vulnerabilities. Good in the sense that the domestic economy has a lot of momentum. Pretty much every indicator we look at, employment, consumer spending, what businesses are doing, is showing things going in the right direction. So strong momentum, which almost certainly will continue well into 2017, barring a big shock. So good context, but the legacy of the crash is still there, unfortunately. We're only just halfway back to pre-crisis levels of employment relative to the trough of the recession. So that just gives one indicator of we're doing well, but we have a long way to go to get back to activity levels of 2008. That means that there are still vulnerabilities out there. And if and when the economy turns down, and we know from the business cycle that sooner or later it will, that leaves us vulnerable. So there are vulnerabilities there, in particular around public and private debt. The government faces significant challenges in terms of balancing the tax and expenditure side. It has great constraints, given the fact that public debt is already very high and it needs to bring it down, not only to safeguard against future austerity, but also because of the whole myriad of rules that exist around what governments in the Eurozone can now do in terms of tax and spend. So it has a narrow path in terms of what's often called the fiscal space. And really, there's a lot of political judgment involved in trading off the demands, the things that are needed, various interest groups, and trying to keep everyone happy. You know, one could say that there are areas that money would be better spent, or that tax cuts would be more efficient in other areas. But I think, given how narrow the space is, a lot of it's going to be a more political decision rather than a purely sort of rational efficiency decision.